give you that number right away. They might just give you a ballpark number, but at least hopefully it's something that you could at least work with. Um, to try to help draft offer for yourself to them, and then go from there. So yeah, and if you have any more questions, I mean, like I said, I'm not really too experienced. Yes, yeah, I can't afford bachelor's of pressures right now, unfortunately. Okay. um yeah, so it would you're fine, Brian. So your question was what? Just trying to find out the seller's number. If Okay, so basically you could go to through True People Search. So truepeoplesearch.com, you just would have to tell me the address, and then you could search it up that way. And then also too, like, let's say if you're in a non-disclosure state. If you're not in a non-disclosure state, you should easily be able to go on the property appraiser website and find the seller's name. So what's the address? We'll start with that first. Indiana. Okay. I don't think it's a non-disclosure state, Indiana. But you would need to, let's say, I don't know what county in Indiana, because that could help us. Lake County. So let's say we go to Lake County, property appraiser. Should hopefully there's one Lake County. Okay, there's Lake County, Florida. All right, so let me do Lake County, Indiana property appraiser. Okay, so here it is here. And then you should every website's usually different. So, but we want to try to find this might not be the right website. Hold on, let me just go back one. Tax search payment. That could be it. Track tax records, tax payment. Order possibly. If you're looking for, like, probates and pre-foreclosures, the circuit court would help you out with that. But I'm thinking re please no. So just trying to, again, everything is different here for every site. So I gotta try to find. Okay. Oh, here we go. So it was this one here, the second one. So I typed in Lake County, Indiana property appraiser. Here's a website. You could type in owner. You could search owner, address, property number. So do you have the property number by chance? Let me just copy that. Oh wait, am I not I don't know why it's not letting me. West Old Lincoln Highway West. Come on, I'm not sure why it's not coming up here. It says owner, address, or property. I mean, I don't know. Let me maybe it comes up different on Zillow by chance. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on Zillow. Maybe it comes up a different way, and then I have to enter it that way. Also coming up as Chicago Heights, Illinois. Three. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry. Hmm. ME. Okay. I don't know why I can't pull it up on Zillow. Let me try. Or for. Okay. I mean, I'll do the 400 for 10. Mm. Oh, is it a commercial? Okay. Well, oh no, never mind. You said 40 10. Uh, huh. Well, it's not coming up. I mean, I'll look to see. I mean, I have options. Let me just look how it's, because Zillow's not helping me there. If it's a commercial building, it's going to be pretty difficult to pull that up here. All right, so there's nothing for 4010 West Old Lincoln Highway. Let me try. You typed in 3988. So let me try 3988 if anything comes up. Nothing for that either. Huh. Yeah, you're saying it's residential. I don't know if there's like another. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me spell out West. I don't know if that helps. West Old Highway. Nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not. That's odd. I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Hmm. Okay. I'll try that then. Okay, so there we go. So is this the house here? 3988 West 73rd Avenue. Probably most likely is it? Let's see. Yes, sir. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's say we go back to that map there. Let's say we didn't, act as if we didn't have prop stream or batch leads. Let's see if it'll come up now. Third. Huh. I'm not sure why that's still not coming up. No parcels found. That's odd. It's huge. I mean, again, I don't know if I believe I'm on the right spot of where you would go to search up a address or owner name. Doesn't make any sense to me. Um, I'm just gonna obviously cheat here and just use this. All right, so it's not even coming up on here. Why? Come on. I'm gonna copy this address again, put it in prop stream and see. I don't know. No data. That's odd. West 73rd Ave. I don't know why it's not coming up here. That's doesn't make any sense to me. Um, I'll try 4040. I'll try the house next to it and see. Still nothing. Oh, well, that comes up. All right, that doesn't make any sense. All right, well, 4040 comes up. I could look to see. I don't know why it brings it all the way back here. But this is west. Okay, so let me see. 72. It's either 58 or 72. 58 is 3940. That wasn't it, right? You had 3988, and then 72 is 3920, and then 83 is okay. So none of these, I mean, these are all the dots I have. I mean, I don't know why. That's odd. Usually, I mean, there should be, I mean, obviously we see dots here for these houses here, but I don't know why there's not. 3988. It's taking forever. I'm kind of annoyed right now that it's taking this long. I don't know why 3988 doesn't come up. If I type in 4010, that doesn't come up. But the 4040 comes up for some odd reason. That's all the way up there. I'll try 3940. That's right over here. All right, 3940 comes up. And again, it doesn't list the houses right beside 3940, owned by an LLC. But I mean, it's like land because we're trying to find the house that's obviously right over here. Like right over here. So I mean, I don't know why it's not coming up. 3940 West 73rd Ave. I mean, I don't want to hold it. I don't want to hold everybody up, but I'll try to work on it. If you want to send me the address in Discord too, maybe I could try to find it so I'm not using up everyone's time. Um, that's just kind of annoying. 3940 West 73rd. Does that come up? 3940. Yeah, I'll put my name in the chat. Just text me the address again in there, and then I'll look and see. Um, that's usually a first. I don't know why it's not pulling that up. All right, let me go back to iPhone. You have 130 Hickory Court in Alabama.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Buzz? I've been keeping my eye on this property for a while. I know it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere a little bit, but there are still houses that sell around it.
Okay.
So I mean, I already called the agent. I got the backstory. The guy, his wife used to work for like a battery shelter, like for like domestic violence. And so he was fixing it up. He was going to rent it out because his wife worked for him, and they were going to have like a contract for like domestic, domestic women live there, and the company was going to rent it out for him. But the guy's in the army. He got transferred to Texas, so it's kind of like a blank slate. I was thinking, I pitched a novation, and I think they will do the novation for this property. I think the ARV is probably, I would say around 300, because obviously it's a blank slate. I mean, you can do whatever you want to it.
Did you submit this already in the partnership or no?
No, I every property I've submitted to the partnership, I haven't heard anything back. So I'm probably
We
just going to take
I
this one on my
I
own.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I pulled up your properties before and I always had a response for them. So I don't know what you mean. Like you never got a response back. Like maybe Eric hasn't responded to you personally about it, but every time you message me or went on Zoom, I brought up the address and told you what was
Well,
going.
no, that's correct. I just haven't heard anything. I mean, I have to bring it up. I'm not sure if they're being worked or not, or I
Yeah, don't know if you missed it, but Eric's trying to work on a system to like whenever we update the notes, it sends the email. It sends an email to you regarding what the new notes or what the current status is and what the notes were.
sure, I get it absolutely.
Um, all right, let me look to see what the ARV is for something like this. I mean, I'll just remove anything because I know this is kind of like in the middle of nowhere, so like I don't know if, and I think you said 300,000 is what you think it's current could be worth. I
Yeah, I
mean,
think there was a property that was right next to it that sold for like 325. It's pretty comparable.
all right, I'll just try to see here. I'll stay a little close to this area here. And let's see, and this is a duplex.
Well, he was kind of fixed. Like I said, he was going to fix it up for like battered women and stuff like that. He was going to rent it out to a company. He was going to turn it into a duplex, but obviously you can see it's a shell. So you can
Yeah,
do. I mean, you can basically do whatever you want.
let me see. I wonder if he got the paperwork. I mean, I'm not sure if he. Let me just put in this address here to see what it comes up. If it's saying a duplex or not. Most likely, it'll probably still say a single. Um, family home. Yeah, it's still saying single family. So I'll look to see what singles go for. Because I don't think I mean, if I go to home type and let's deselect all and go to multifamily, there's only one here. 8 bedrooms, 4 baths for 43. Oh, that's
That
that
was
same.
that's the
Okay.
same property.
Okay, I gotcha. Hmm. All right. So there's only one duplex in that area.
Well, I wouldn't turn it into a duplex. I would just keep it as single family. So if you look up the property address, it's 265 Cypress Street. Should be right there on the recently sold.
Okay, so there's this one, yeah. So 2387 square feet, 325. Yeah, sold back in June. Um, yeah, nothing really done to it. Just, I guess maybe sort of just the land. I don't know, 13 acres it comes with. I don't know how many acres we have.
Well,
Um,
it said you could buy it for 350 with the additional 12 acres, but they only bought the property itself. I guess they didn't buy the other acreage.
oh, okay.
Unless it came with the 13 acres, that would be a different story.
Yeah, it just says, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I mean, that's obviously in the description here, but maybe they, negotiated and was able to get it for 325 with the 12 acre. I'm not sure. We don't know. Like if I go to, let's say, Cypress Street on PropStream just to see. I mean, I know it's not going to say, it's going to say the square feet. I don't know how many, I forget how many square feet are in acres. Um, I'm assuming it came with it because it's saying 566,000 for the lot size. So I'm assuming 12 acres are in that. I could put in, how many.
Would you say it was 566
Yeah,
thousand
yeah.
divided by like just roughly 144?
Yeah. Let me just.
I don't think they got the full 13 acres.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm just reading what PropStream says. So lot size, I just typed in 566,
Ah,
280,
actually, you might be right.
and then that amounts to 13. So I guess they negotiated and got paid 325 for the full 13
Oh,
acres.
no, you are right. That does actually add up correctly. So they did get the full 13 acres.
Yeah. So for that price, I mean, we are on. Does it say here? No, it doesn't even say the square foot. I mean, I would have to go to check PropStream real quick and find that out.
Hmm.
It's saying lot size 24,000 for so I would have to do 24,000 700. I don't know how much that amounts to. I'll just do that real quick.
And it's roughly about a half acre.
Okay. Yeah, about
Hmm.
25.6. Yep. Awesome. All right, so yeah, we have half an acre. They were on 13 acres. Let me see if there's anything. Oops. All right, let me see. I mean, I'll put in some because I think we had. I'll say this one. I mean, I don't know how they bought it. If they bought it with like, it still comes up as eight. It comes up as eight too. I just don't know how many. Really, there's 8 bedrooms here. I'll say
How
three,
much?
and I'll say like 2750 to like 1250. Let's see what we have. And over the past 12 months. All right, so we have that 325 that you said. We have a 330. The 330 is all the way up here. I mean, still use that. I wonder. So there's that house there. I'm not sure if this was sold on Realtor or not. It says public record, so there's no photos on Realtor. So 2100 square foot home sold for 330 on 10 acres of land. Um, we have this one for 809, but I mean that's just, I don't know, probably a lot of acres as well. Only 1.4 acres. I mean, I wouldn't want to use this one, 809, sold off market. I don't know how, and in 4 years prior, it sold for like 170 something. So I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, this is a mobile home here. You can tell by how it looks. Mobile home is selling for 179. You can see it here, mobile home. You can tell by like, for anyone who doesn't know, like when it looks like this, like you can just easily tell it's a mobile home. This one here is also a mobile home um for 130. You can tell by how it looks. It's like it's not in the ground kind of. Another mobile home. You see that there. All right, so
I would
I
just, yeah, personally, I would just pass on this house because I know they're very interested in doing like innovation, but it's like that house sells for 325 with 13 acres. We have a half acre. So, I mean, I don't know. This house is probably worth like 200. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
it needs 120,000 dollars worth of work. So
Probably, yeah, it's not the best market for it because there's
yeah,
really
so
not. Maybe it was like more, maybe I guess instead of Webb, Alabama, maybe it was over here. It looks like more, populated in this area here. Then it might work. But from where it's located in we just can't compete with what's around for what we have currently with all the work that we would need to do to it still.
yeah, I mean, you know, country homes definitely do sell, as you see the
Yeah.
325. But with a half acre, I mean, that guy's got almost 10 times what we have. So yeah, it's not going to work.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. All right. Let's get rid of all that stuff here then. All right, so I'm still working your other deal in Norfolk, Pensacola, Tim. I supposedly there was a guy who went that his name was Muhammad. He flipped a house that was relatively close to, I think I might have the address up here. Hold on. So he flipped 517 Coulter Avenue. He didn't flip it yet, but he bought it for 117. It hasn't been listed since. So I called him up. He said he was gonna go on Saturday. But then he never got back. I mean, I tried calling him. I mean, I'll try calling him again right now to see if he's actually went, but I gave him the lockbox code and all that kind of stuff, and he hasn't answered. I texted as well. But I'll try let me just I'll block I mean I'll block my number. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if he'll answer a block number, but 929-8545. And then there's another guy that Ryan in the Discord supposedly had, but he's supposed to give me a call back to see what that stat. He supposedly that guy was supposed to go yesterday, but I haven't heard anything. Hey Mohammed, how you doing? It's Terrell.
Doing good.
Yeah, I sent you the lockbox code for 406 Coulter Avenue. Just seeing
Yeah,
if
yeah.
were you able to make your way over there on Saturday?
I don't have time the Saturday and Sunday, but I'll like to go today.
Okay. The sooner the better, of course. I shared the lockbox with you. I can text you the code again. Um,
Okay.
but I would need to know by today. I do have another offer coming in. So if you would, okay, what do you have a time when you'll be getting over there? After okay, 2:30. Okay. All right. I'll look out for your call then and see. But yeah, hopefully we could make something happen with this one. Yep. But yeah, he answered on the first ring. Some buyers are annoying like that. But like I said, I tried calling him Saturday later in the day, Sunday, probably twice on Sunday, sent him a text as well. But yeah, he bought 517. I don't know the bed bath count, but I think it was smaller than ours. So like I don't see why he wouldn't want to, take this one that you have here, but who knows? And then Ryan has somebody else that supposedly was supposed to go on Sunday. I gave him the code, but I haven't heard from him since. He's supposed to give me a call back, and let me know what the status of that was. But I mean, we only had two people essentially, and Ryan has the investor lift that we use. So, but yeah, that's the situation on that. Um, let's see, Hickory. Morning, Carlos. Montgomery. Avenue. This one here.
Yeah, so that's the same realtor I'm dealing with in the fourplex I submitted to the partnership. It's the same realtor. I mean, he doesn't own it, but he's got a bunch of properties in Montgomery that he's kind of a tired landlord. I know him pretty well. I mean, he's like, I'm working 100 hours a week. I can't take this shit anymore. I'm like, well, let's do some business. But this is another property. I mean, it's like the guy wanted cash. I'm like, well, it's been sitting in the market for 150 days. I mean, are you going to entertain a sell financing offer or what? He's like, well, yeah, we will. It's been an offer. So I'm just trying to run some numbers on this property. I mean, it's Montgomery. You're getting Section 8 in there. You probably get about $1,000 per side. It's 2,000. Do some seller financing. Maybe put like 10,000 down. Give the seller 1,000 a month, and then you just cover the rest.
Yeah. And you submitted this one with the partnership?
No. Like I said,
Okay.
I've submitted a couple things, but like I said, I mean, I haven't been hearing back on any updates or anything. So I like to call these people every day, but I don't know. I don't want to like twist the streams over here like Ghostbusters. And I'm telling them one story, you telling me another. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so he needs a seller financing offer.
well, yeah. I'll definitely submit it to him. I just want to get your thoughts on it. What do you think about it?
I would have to look and see. Hold on. That pictures kind of blurry. Could have took better pictures. But if it's, I mean, if you, I don't know. I have to see if you could get that much in rent.
Well, you got to do the Section 8 if you go to like HUDuser.gov or whatever it is. With that zip code, you can get. You probably won't get full rent. I think it's over 1,000 a month per side, but you won't get that much. You probably get like 900.
Okay. 36106. Where exactly would I need to go? And I never used this website here.
Well, it's kind of tough to find. It's HUDuser.gov. You got to go through like the Section 8 program. I actually have it saved on my computer.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, but it'll give you like it'll break down like every single zip code, so exact right on to exactly the area that it is. And so, I think those are 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. I mean, it says on the HUD website you get like 1,013 a month, but I'm gonna bump that down a little bit to like maybe 900. I think you get like 900 per side.
Okay. All right. I'll just trust that then. I mean, for me, like I don't really look at Section 8, so like I don't I mean, I've dealt with like Section 8 properties before, but I don't look to see what it could generate. It's usually when I deal with them, it's like whatever the landlord was renting it out through Section 8, that amount. All right, what was I gonna do again? Okay, so yeah, let me just duplicate this. Okay. I just want to see. I'm just curious to see if it's gonna say. I know 1,000, but let me just see. Um, I'll get rid of the bed bath, put any, and then I'll get rid of the more tab. Set filters. All right, so yeah, all right, so there's the 675, there's a 995, 59. Okay, so we're a little bit bigger. I mean, but then again, it's I don't know the size of each bedroom here. So it's a 2-1 on both sides, I'm assuming, because it's the 4-2. But 2-bedroom one. Let's see if there's any duplexes in here. Go to home type and go to. Actually, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay, never mind. This one, nope, nope. Wow, this one looks nice and it's only getting 1,000. Or they only have it up for 1,000. This one looks rough in it. They're asking 16. Okay, apartment for rent. 1-1. This is a 1-1. And it's 875. So I'm assuming 1-1 on so downstairs, upstairs. And they're asking 875. We have 2-bedroom. I mean, yeah, it's probably right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, these properties in Alabama, they don't have a lot of appreciation, so you have to just come off like,
So I think this would be a perfect example here because this one, this is pretty old. It looks like another upstairs, downstairs type of thing, and they're asking 925. They haven't gotten. It's been a month. They haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, probably. Yeah, duplex. Yep. Okay. And 79.99. It's really low. Let's see. Are both units vacant now?
I guess one is rented. I think it's a month to month. Like I said, I got to call the guy again today. I mean, he has a bunch of properties listed underneath him, but he also owns a bunch of properties. So I'm like, oh, let's make a deal here. I mean, because he told me he's tired of dealing with these. He's trying to actually evict somebody right now. I'm like, well, why don't you just take the head off your plate and we'll take it on. And we can do whatever you want to. I mean, you get a check in the mail every single month. Come hell or high water, we take care of the property taxes, insurance. We deal with the tenants. We repairs and everything like that. All you got to do is just sit back and collect the check.
And you said it's month to month on the one side. And what was the payment for that month to month tenant?
I think it was 800, but I think you can bump it up a little bit.
Probably, yeah. You said 800, right? 800.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what duplexes are selling in the area for.
Well, what I was going to do is I was going to offer him probably like 100, maybe like 125 for it with 0% interest. And we'll pay him, we pay him $800 a month. We keep the other 800. The taxes and insurance on this property are pretty low. Maybe pay him like 600.
They have to pay him a little bit, or 8, because I mean,
yeah, probably like 600, 700.
And then right now, because you said you're paying over the court, like you said, 125 was the amount. Is that what you wanted to do?
No, I was going to offer him 100.
Oh, 100. Sorry,
100, and then with 0% interest. So, whatever. I mean, we pay him $700 a month. That's
if you do 700 times the 12, that's 8,400 for the year. I mean,
do like a 7-year balloon.
If it's a 7-year balloon, that would be 58,800 after the course of those 7 years, and then you would have to hope that in year 7 the property would be worth more than like 40 something thousand dollars, 58,800. You would have to hope that in 7 years the property would be worth more than $41,200. Which, I mean, you could probably go less years. You could probably get away with like maybe 5 or 6. But you never know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks like a slow moving market. So, and 7 years would be conservative. But yeah, that's with you paying him 600 each month. 600, yeah. And then 0, yeah. I mean, that's not a bad offer. I don't see why I mean, again, if it's about like the way how you would have to present that is like, hey, look, you're getting way, 20 grand over what the property is currently worth. So like if he complains about the monthly, the long term is what you got to tell him, I guess. I'm assuming that will be his only rebuttal. Everything else seems pretty good. Maybe he might want to throw some interest in there. You guys could talk about that. I mean, obviously the less interest, the better. I'm not sure if you're trying to take that on yourself or just trying to, you know, um, wrap the deal and then send it off to like an end buyer. If you need us for that. But obviously the less interest is the better. So then if let's say if you guys agree on like 2% interest, you could maybe if you're trying to wholesale it, you could just let somebody take it on for 5% interest, and then obviously make that fee there.
Well, typically what I try to do with these, typically what I do with the 0% interest is I'm like, well, listen, I'm overpaying for your property right now, so I'm basically adding the interest right on top. I'm adding the interest on the back end instead of just paying interest in a month. So, whatever, come hell or high water, at the end of the balloon, you're getting you're getting
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. I mean, I didn't mention the interest, but yeah, like you already, if he complains about that, also, yeah, so payment or interest, you just, you're paying on the back end, so negates that. All right, well, I mean, that seems pretty good. I mean, just keep me posted on that, and we could go from there. But let me see here for multis in that area. Let me go to like high to low. Let me just see. I'm just curious. So this one, so this sold. So he recently bought this. Hold on, unless I didn't have my thing updated. Oh, okay. So last year he paid $75,000 for it. 5/10/2023. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I didn't even look that up. So he just bought it and just trying to
I
sell
mean,
for
I
whatever.
guess so. It'd get a little bit higher. Yeah, $4,000, essentially for almost five. But yeah, it says 5/10/2023 is when he recently bought it. And then it sold back in 2012 for 12,005. Hmm.
Maybe have to call this guy and I don't know if I don't think he has a mortgage on it, but maybe he does. Maybe it's like a short sale.
I could check for you here. Probably bought it cash. I mean, if you're saying yeah, he probably bought it cash, but let's, obviously just check. Um, Zero mortgages on this. He bought it cash a year and 7 months ago. He has 28 properties under his name. Yeah, so you can see there, he has one in Miami, Dade County. Everything else is pretty much in Alabama and Montgomery County. Oh, I guess okay, so he lives in Miami, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, he bought it cash for 75 and 28 properties in that name.
Well, he's going to lose money after he pays the realtor. I don't know what this guy's doing.
Yeah, who knows? But that's all right, so that's that. Yeah, I guess just keep me posted on what if the agent's open, or not really agent, but if you talk to the agent and present, creative finance, maybe, she could, or he or she could present that to the seller, and then, kind of work out a situation like that, because I don't know, he just bought it a year and 7 months ago and he's trying to get rid of it. So I'm not sure if there's something wrong with it, or he's just, like you said, he's a tired landlord. Let's hope that's the case, and there's not like a random underlining issue. Um, and then that's pretty. I guess we're all caught up then. Anyone else with questions on um
Yeah, I got a question. So
yeah,
basically, you can sub to a property and then rent it to what's that called again? Section 8.
yeah, tenant section, yeah. Yeah, you can sub if hopefully that, let's say whatever the payment is to the seller that you're making each month, that that's, let's say the payment to their bank, let's say, is Wells Fargo, and it's $950 a month. You got to hope that and seller just wants to walk away. So obviously, mortgage is going to stay in place and all that kind of stuff. You got to hope that, you could rent it out for more than what their mortgage payment is. Does that make sense?
And is it true that it's not hard at all to get Section 8, like
Um, I,
on your
I never
property?
dealt with, I never dealt with Section 8 personally. I think Eric has back, and it was back in the day, like, I would say like 4 or 5 years ago. Uh, it's not hard. I mean, you just have to. Sometimes it's a little tedious. You got to make sure everything is, decent. Like, uh smoke alarms work. There's nothing electrically wrong with the house. Let's say if there's a furnace, that's all good. Let's say if there's like a railing for the stairs, they make sure that's not loose, or it's just like minor stuff. But I mean, it's pros and cons. I mean, but I do see a decent amount of people that I've talked to that rent it out through Section 8. Some people like it, some people don't. There's pros and cons of everything, but you don't always have to go through Section 8. But again, Section 8 is guaranteed money because it's not gonna, you don't have to deal with them not being able to make a mortgage or make a pay, making the rent payment.
So basically, that's the best way to get a property then, because it's pretty much confirmed that you're gonna get paid. Like, was that something you recommend me do? Because I'm looking for a sub 2 property. Is that something I should be looking forward to instead of just a regular house sub 2, like a multiple family?
Well, for is property, you're saying like looking for a sub 2 house that's already rented out through Section 8?
No, or rent it to Section 8.
Oh,
I think it'll be easier to rent it to Section 8 after you fix it up a little bit. Correct or no?
yeah. It's just trying to find the situation that presents itself could be a little bit more challenging, be because dealing with pre-foreclosure, it's a touchy subject for people. Not many people like here, like, you gotta. Whenever because I dealt with pre-foreclosures before, so you're calling a pre-foreclosure, you gotta have to call a pre-foreclosure list. And if you're trying to find a good off market deal, you have to call like a list like that, and have a conversation with them. Just try not to bring it up, have them bring up what the issue is, see if they would. I just try to see if they want to sell it first. If they do, then, like, we'll try to get into the nitty-gritty and see. You want them to tell you what the reason, what the motivation could be behind selling. Let's say they let you know that like, hey, I'm just behind on the mortgage, I'm not going to be able to keep up. Then yes, you would take over their payments. Hopefully they're reasonable. It's a reasonable payment, interest, all that kind of stuff. So then, yeah, you could go that Section 8 route and rent it out.
Section 8 isn't bad because I mean I've had a couple Section 8 properties up in New York, and I don't want to get into it, but there was like this woman that had like 5 kids. Her and her husband, the husband just took off, and she was like, I own the property, so she was like 2 months behind in rent. She's like, just give me a little bit more time, and give me a little bit more time because she was filling out the paperwork for Section 8, and then Section 8 came in. They just you know inspected the property. I had to put a couple smoke detectors in, but then Section 8 came in. They paid all the back rent, and I got a check every single month on the first of the month. So it is automatic money as long as you're not a slumlord.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you maintain the house. But again, it's just, you just follow their guidelines, which is not, it's not that easy. It's not that hard to follow. Just gotta, just maintenance maintenance of the house, just taking care of that. And again, it's a guaranteed check coming your way each month. But again, just finding that type of deal could be the difficult part, because if you would have to find somebody who is behind on their mortgage and is willing to do sub 2.
Or somebody that's tired of tenants, correct?
Yeah, but they might not have I mean, it'll be a creative finance deal. It wouldn't be a sub 2. Sub 2 is like subject to that. Sub 2 meaning subject to that existing mortgage. So let's say they might have tenants. So most of the times, like when it's a situation like that, it's a very low mortgage, or if it's already paid off. You want to try to find like a tired landlord where they've owned it for like at least like minimum 5 years. Something if you go longer, like let's say 10 years plus, the mortgage is probably already paid off or close to being paid off. But yeah, but like I said, it is a little difficult because to try to find a good type of deal like that, you're gonna have to try to call off market for pre foreclosures. That's the only way. That's gonna guarantee. It's gonna be a little difficult, but yes, when you get one, it's gonna be worth it because if they want to walk away, and then you could try to help them out from there. Because again, they're behind on their mortgage. Something might have happened, maybe loss of job, loss of spouse, whatever the situation, divorce. They can't make the payment anymore because there were two incomes. Now there's only one income. So those types of situations happen. You just gotta call and hopefully you find one that presents itself with a good opportunity for you.
Question: I heard you guys talking about this. That's why I'm asking. Who does the owner ask for interest, or how does that work in the creative finance? I heard you guys talking about no interest for that one property.
Yeah, if it's a sub two, there's already interest in place with the lender. Let's say lender being Wells Fargo. But if it's like a regular creative finance deal, you would try to present to the seller. Let's say it's already free and clear the property. Let's say I'm trying to present it to the seller, like just try zero interest first. I mean, they might fight back and say, oh no, like 2%, but you could that's where you could get like a no interest type of deal, but you would have to make it enticing, maybe more putting money on the back end or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
All
Well,
right, thank you.
I mean, you can call these people up and be like, listen, your property rents out for $1,000 a month. I can't even get a DSCR loan for it. They won't even approve it. So what do? Do you just go hold on to the property, or do you want to do seller financing for it? Because sometimes they won't even qualify for 20% down in cash flow according to a bank. Like, well, let's do some seller financing and let's make some better terms. Let's try to beat the bank here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because again, the bank is in it for the interest and all that kind of stuff. So you could always, and also too, what could help you out, Carlos, is looking up Pace Morby. That's PACE. His last name is Morby. He does a lot of subject to deals. So if you need any more information regarding that, you could always look him up on like YouTube, and he goes over sometimes live conversations with sellers, like how to turn a no to a yes when dealing with creative finance, whether it be just a standard creative finance deal or with a property that is that has a mortgage on it. But he's pretty good at that. He also does flips and all that kind of stuff. I think he lives in Arizona, somewhere in Arizona. But he's the person who I looked who I studied a little bit regarding subject to deals, because he does that basically for a living. He has like a thing, it's called like sub two class. So it's like, or sub two, sub two something, but it's like a kind of like a Discord of all like-minded people just, mainly doing sub two deals.
I'm gonna look him up. Thank you. Also, any update on that one property in Bethlehem?
Yeah. So Xander texted me at 11:25. I didn't get a chance. I'm on the Zoom now, so I didn't get a chance to answer him. But our buyer is at 77,000. I know it's listed for 85,000. I had Xander submit the offer at 70, so try to make like 7,000 if possible. So he did that. So he did like 70,000, 0-day inspection, blah, 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 close whenever title's ready, all that kind of stuff. He said that the agent texted saying they received another offer at 80,000. I'm not sure the terms and all that kind of stuff for that offer at 80,000. But they are wondering if we could come up at all in price from our offer at 70,000 or not. But yeah, so I got to find out what those terms of the $80,000, because if they have an inspection, all that kind of stuff, it's just gonna, they might see something wrong and then they might drop the price, but they're not gonna sign it and they're gonna do their inspection sometime, most of the cases when the property is when the property address is executed. So when the contract's executed, then they'll run through their inspection. But for us, I already had my guy Santiago go there on was it Saturday, I think it was, or maybe I don't know. And then he's at 77,000. So I'm trying to see if we could get it for, maybe if anything, we go up maybe 72,000, but I mean, I don't want to go higher than I don't want to like lose out on or I don't want to go more than 72 because I want to make at least 5. I mean, obviously the more the merrier, but so I would say 72 would be the highest that we would be probably willing to go up with doing a 0-day inspection and all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little hard though, cause he bought it at 70, and he has the hard money loan.
Did he ever? I didn't know he bought it at 70. Honestly, I look at a lot of properties. So that's how much he bought it for.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Says he bought it at 70.
Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, 2021. I don't know. It doesn't look like I don't have any pictures from when Santiago's or guy or whatever went on Saturday, but I mean, there's no electricity. I don't think he's done anything since then. I don't know.
Supposedly he gutted the inside. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, there's no pictures of the inside. There's no electricity in there, so like, so it's kind of like who knows? I mean, I would have to call Santiago right now and see like how has there been any progress? But I mean, yeah, I see there that he bought it for 70,000 and 3 years ago. Property, he said he thinks it's worth about 210 if he were to fix it up. I think in the notes, I think Eric put like 220 or whatever, but 210 is what he has for the ARV. But either way, I mean, he said on the repair, he sent me the thing. He said it'll take him about like $81,000 in repairs to renovate it, to renovate that home. But like again, because it needs a lot of work. Because there wasn't really much done to it. Eric just texted now asking if I could try to get the buyer up to 85 and so we could so I'll try to do that then. I'll try to get Santiago up. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that. But like as of right now, his first his walkthrough, he's at 77,000. He's willing to pay.
All right, yeah, I got your message. I was just looking at it. I'm like, damn, he bought it for 70. I doubt he's gonna take 70.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? All right, I'll keep you posted on that. All right, let's see if there's any other questions here. So another one, is this new, I guess? Tim, you sent this one here too?
Yeah, I called the realtor this morning. So this guy, he buys them like I don't know where he buys them from. He off of like banks. He just buys them in blocks. So this guy's got like 100 properties. He's got all over the country. When I was talking to the realtor now, I mean, it definitely needs some work. I think we could really lowball the shit out of this guy and probably get it for like 60.
Okay.
Because this guy, it needs a new roof. I think it was built in '95. The realtor was telling me it's his original roof. I'm like, well, that's crazy. I mean, I'm like, what do you think this ARV is? He's like, oh, it's about 180. I'm like, so you guys are asking the same exact price for an ARV property, and it needs all this work? He's like, yeah. I've been trying to talk to the seller. I'm like, well, what do you think about this offer? You know what I'm saying? So I think we just got to write it up and present it because I think he's like, I was trying to talk him down. I'm like, listen, you guys aren't getting any rent, need some work. I'm like, this guy's got $25 million worth of property. I mean, I don't know what he's doing over here. Like I said, he just buys my blocks off.
Is it a 3-unit?
It's a 3-unit, yeah.
Okay, all right, just making sure. I'll look and see. What for multis, I guess. Yeah, multifamily. Try to find something that's at least similar, like a ranch style home. Was this one here? Wait, hold on. This one's.
I mean, again, it's a triplex. It's in Alabama. This has got Section 8 written all over it, so probably 800 to 1,000 a unit. I mean, it's not a bad deal if you can get it for a right price.
This is a duplex. A duplex sold for 135. So one side was a 3, 2.5. The second side was a 2-bedroom, 1.5. Let's see this one here. It's a 2-1. I'm not sure if it's 2-1 on. I'm assuming 2-1 on both sides. 4 blocks from Walmart. Probably is a 2-1 on both sides. 2 doors here. Okay. I'm just trying to find something that's just like single story, but it doesn't look like that's the case here. Well, actually, no. There's the one. I mean, there's this one here, but it looks rough on the inside just based off the picture. But I could be wrong. Maybe they fixed it up a little bit. Let's see. It's sold back in 2022. I'll put in on Realtor.com to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to also not that you're doing it wrong. You have to comp it out like as what it's currently bringing in, right? You can't just comp it out at like what it should be bringing in. So this guy's asking way too high. Plus, he's got, like I said, if you look him up, he's got like 100 properties all over the country.
Sorry. I'm just looking to see what's been selling and how the condition. Like I know this one wasn't based on the picture I saw for this house. I forget the Cherry whatever street or whatever lane. I don't know, but it didn't look like it was updated at all, just based on the outside photo. But I'm looking here and I'm seeing that okay, so it was. I wasn't really trying to find all the highest selling home. I'm just trying to get an idea of what a single story duplex would sell for or multi-unit would sell for. So we can see the condition here looks relatively decent here. Tile flooring. I know I have like a few tabs up here and everything like that, so I apologize. It's a little slow, but it looks in decent condition. That sold for 116, Cherry Street. So yeah, 116. So that's basically what is that? Like let's say 116 divided by 2. That's 58. So 58,000 a door. So 50 60 a door. This one is like a 3. I'm assuming so 2-1 on both on each side here. So let's say we do. I mean, and then work in it as well. So like I feel like a legitimate offer for this home would need to be. I mean, you're putting probably 20. I don't know, maybe 20 for everything. I said divided by 20. Damn it. It's probably. I mean. It's a low. I mean, you said you offered how much or no, you didn't offer at all, did you? I can't remember. Did you make an offer on this already or no?
No, I just called him this morning. I just talked to him this morning.
Okay.
I'm trying to beat him down here a little bit. He's like, well, the roof is original. I'm like, well, that's a fairly decent sized roof. I mean, it's probably like 20,000 right there.
Yeah, for a home that size, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a triplex. I mean, I would probably just offer him, money talks. I mean, especially when you sign a contract and you submit an actual contract. I don't know, offer him 70.
I mean, you could try that. Yeah. I mean, I think we could still try to get somebody closer to 100. So like maybe a little bit over 100. But yeah, I think it's still, let's say if you're at 90, but probably could still make it work. But I mean, yeah, if you want to try the 70, you can. Because I'm just thinking like, I mean, I have to. I'm just trying to. I didn't read this to see if this was a duplex or not. I can't tell. I think it is, but it doesn't really. This was sold off market, so I can't. It looks like a duplex, but I guess typically they're selling at. Well, this one sold a little bit more. This is 185 for. I think I clicked out too much. 185 for this one. Okay, here's one. 3-1. That's a single family, or is it a duplex? This looks renovated here. Multifamily. It's saying here. I ge- I guess this is a duplex. There's two mailboxes here. I see a third door, but I'm not sure. But definitely a duplex. Yeah, it's a duplex. Um, I don't know the layout for, and I'm not sure if it's a 2-1 on both sides or a 3-1. I don't know. But there's definitely two entrances. And that sold for 185. So if that's the case, that's like more so like, like around 80 a door, possibly. I kind of work it like that. But yeah, I mean, you could try the 75 and see. I don't know. Yeah, it's saying it's a duplex for sure, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a total square footage or I'm assuming so.
Now,
So
I'm not, typically I think it's easier to come up in price than go down in price. So you start low. Okay, all right, I got a little bit more room. I got a little bit more room.
yeah, no,
No.
you could start with if you want to start with the 70, you can. I think you could probably go as high up to like 100.
Well, you got to start low. So we make a
Yeah, yeah.
bigger spread here.
Yeah, no, I understand. I said start with that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, I guess keep me posted on that. And we'll go from there. But in the meantime, I gotta if you guys have any more questions, reach out to me on Discord because I gotta work on I have these two deals I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work your deal still, Tim, because I have the agent calling me because I think today's the last day for money for the AMD. So I gotta try to see again. The buyer said 2 o'clock, but I have to see if I can get him to go sooner. And then I gotta find out if that other buyer went. And then also to Carlos regarding your deal in Bethlehem. I trying to see if our buyer could come up at all. And go from there. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on those two deals. If you guys have any more questions, just reach out to me on Discord. But I gotta try to see if I could get to the finish line for these two ones. All right, but yeah, you guys have a good rest of your Monday, and appreciate you sharing your deals. But yeah, I'll try to see if I could get these all executed here by today. All right, take care.
Take care.
Yep.